So I've mentioned in previous videos that there is a certain something I have been wanting for, oh man, almost 20 years now, and that I've really wanted it and I didn't know how to even find it anymore because certain places don't make it anymore, and anywhere you can find it now, the price is either very inflated or it's a replica made by a individual and isn't that great of quality. And I back and forth about whether or not to get it and where to even get it from. And I was talking to some coworkers just a week ago about, all right, I found a place, but I'm apprehensive. And by the end of the night, I was like, all right, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna place the order. So that something is the Sword of Eowyn. So on the off chance you're watching this channel and you don't know, Eowyn, Martini Jackalope. So Eowyn is, taking it straight from the source material here, is a North woman, shield maiden of Rohan. So actually I have looked up everywhere if her sword does have a name, and it doesn't. It's never mentioned anywhere. I've looked on Tolkien wikis and, you know, I've read this whole thing. I've read the books, watched the movies, I don't even know how many times at this point. I'm probably getting close to quadruple digits. And it's just, the sword is never named. So this is just the Sword of Eowyn. I was a little apprehensive to order from where I did. I looked up Swords Kingdom and looked at the reviews, and they were mostly positive, but you know, every once in a while you get that random one where it's, you know, the tip of the sword was chipped off, or you know, ordered and it never arrived 2 months later. So far, like I said, I ordered this literally a week ago. It's Friday when I'm filming this, and I ordered this last Friday, kind of late at night. So 1 week from order to it arrived at my door. So that part's a positive. So it did in fact arrive. I didn't think, especially with everything going on, and deliveries getting slower and slower, that it would arrive so quickly. I thought for sure it would take months to get here. I went through DHL and great. Just dropped it off a few minutes ago, and I am way too impatient to wait. But I'm also obviously, because I've been waiting for this for so long, and I've been so vocal about the fact that I've been waiting for it for so long. There was no way I was going to open this without you. Like I said, this is the Sword of Eowyn. We'll see. It's not exact, and I already know this from the photos, and that's part of the apprehension. My biggest apprehension about any of the ones that I've gone to, any of the replicas I've looked at rather, was the grip. This one, I think the grip is wood actually. In the movies you can see that her grip is leather, and it has a couple, I think it's brass rings in it. We're gonna open it up, see how it looks. We're going to make sure that the quality is okay. We're gonna make sure that it was packaged correctly, it wasn't broken in shipment. Enough of what this is. Let's take a look. Always cut away from yourself, Heather. Ooh, Izzy, you do not. No, no, no. I would complain about all the tape, but I'd rather there be a crap load of tape and it arrive safely than for there to be hardly any tape and have it arrive all destroyed. All right, a straight up piece of wood at the top that got bent. I can see that. Maybe this can slide out now? No. There we go. Oh! Oh my god. Okay, so this was attached to one of the ones I already snapped off. Oh my god. Coherent sentences, once this plastic wrap comes off, might not happen for a bit, so I apologize in advance. And yet don't apologize because yay. Don't scratch anything, don't you dare. All shaky. Oh my god, I don't think I've ever been excited for a physical object so much in my life. Oh my god. Oh, okay. Oh my god. Here we go. Okay. Oh. Oh. Already, this is just lovely. Holy. Look. Oh man. It doesn't. We'll do some aesthetic shots later. Oh wow. Oh, wasn't that nice? There's even a guard that it came with. Oh, that has heft. Oh, that has heft. Oh my god. I have never felt so powerful. Oh my god. Yeah, the hilt is wooden. Oh man, it's so pretty though, actually. Oh man. Oh, this has been oiled. Nice. I did not take the option to sharpen it, but that's decent. I mean, that's a decent show edge for sure. Oh man, okay. I'm so scared. Oh yeah. Let's get all this. Oh man. Oh man. Even the plaque is beautiful. God. Ah. Oh my god. Look at that. Oh my. Cute. Hiya. So here we have it. So it's the sword, the scabbard, and the plaque. Now the plaque has holes in it, but no pegs. However, and they're cockeyed a little bit. They're even on the imagery, but like if I look through the back, it's a little askew. So actually you can see this side's a little higher up than this side. So that's unfortunate. However, yeah, it's a little annoying. However, covering this with cloth, re-drilling some holes in the correct spot, that would be really easy actually. Or I could just decide I'm okay with it being a bit cockeyed. And just getting some pegs would be really easy. It does just have this one hole in the back. I'm not sure if that's going to be enough. Because this is full metal. So yeah. So I'm gonna now magic myself from this stuff being displayed and out to me tomorrow, where I am more awake because it's actually quite late. Good morning. So today I'm just going to be talking about some of the very blatant differences between this sword and the sword that when you watch Lord of the Rings, what you see there. So, and I thought there were more dramatic differences than there actually are, which is very pleasing. So today we're going over some major differences between mostly the United Cutlery version of the sword, as far as I can tell through photos and things like that I've seen. There are a few accounts that I follow on Instagram and whatnot that have that version of the sword, and the version of the sword that I got, which I got through Swords Kingdom. So number one, on United Cutlery, The Sword of Eowyn is $404 and it is currently not available for online purchase. I don't know where it is available at all. You know, I'm not sure if they have physical stores. If they do, I have no idea where they are. So that's the biggest difference right out the gate, is this is less than a fourth of the price. Now with that, obviously there's going to be differences physically in the sword because you're spending less than a fourth of the money. They can only spend a fourth of the time on it, the fourth of the resources, the fourth of the money investing into the quality of the sword itself. So one of the big differences I think I've mentioned already before is the grip. So on this sword, the grip is wood. Now, my biggest reason I haven't gotten this sword from other buyers is they had the grip in leather, but it was black. Eowyn sword, and I'll put links below so you can pull up images and you can do a side-by-side comparison right now if you want. Eowyn sword has a brown leather grip, and instead of, you can see there's these two kind of rings, these little details here. There's, I believe, brass rings, 2 brass rings, maybe 3, on the actual sword of Eowyn. So visually, I don't think I could forgive a black grip. So this being brown wood, I'm fine with it. Biggest difference in the details of the horse heads here and here is just the details on her sword are much finer. On Eowyn's actual sword, well, on her actual sword replica, the horses are much more detailed, a bit more elegant. As I said, down here, you can see these swirls are a bit chunky. However, like I said, 80 bucks, not bad. I think I already mentioned too, this plaque is cockeyed. If I put it down like this, you can really tell these horses are not level. And the holes on the plaque are level with the image of the horses, not with the actual plaque. So this hole is much lower than this hole. So I'm probably gonna end up re-drilling another hole or 2 and doing it that way. This is something I could just use this to hang or display something else if I don't think it's strong enough to hold the sword, which as is it can't because there's no dowels or anything to hold it. So for now, this is actually kind of useless. The biggest glaring difference to me, even if all you know is the silhouette of her sword and then you see this, you're gonna notice this difference, and that is people that know her sword, I'm sure can already tell. So the biggest difference is the blade here. On her sword, it is a gradual slope of the blade to the forehead of the horse. About where it's at now, like a little bit higher, I'd say about there, mid forehead. Not this kind of goes to the eye, and her sword it goes to the forehead. However, the blade, the actual sharp edge of the sword, gradually slopes from where it is straight here all the way there. This slopes, and then there's it's almost, honestly, it would have looked a lot better if they had just chopped off like that ½ inch or so that's there and made the blade that little bit shorter. But this is what we got. And again, it's 80 bucks. I'm not gonna be complaining much. And that's, I would say, and as far as like, if you're looking for, well, would you recommend it? I absolutely would recommend this, yes. I ordered this on a Friday after talking with my coworkers and being like, all right, I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna get it. I keep saying I really want it and I found one for a good price. I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna roll the dice on this because I had seen some mixed reviews a little bit. Things about like, oh, the end of the sword was snapped off, packaging was terrible. Mine came whole. I it was wonderfully packaged, and that's the other thing is some reviews said this was packaged hell, there's no way any damage would ever happen to it, and then other people saying that the packaging was poor. And with reviews, you have to kind of look at the bad reviews and the good reviews, usually 3 to 4 star reviews, or, you know, you don't look at the 1 stars and just the 5 stars, you have to look at 2, 3, 4 star reviews as well, because those are the people that are being really honest a lot of the times. Those are the people that are going to say, it was good, but there was this one little issue, and that's why it's a 4 instead of a 5. Or 3-star reviews a lot of times are people being very honest about the good and the bad. So look at all the different star reviews. Don't just look at the great ones, don't just look at the really bad ones. And then you kind of have to balance it out, because you don't know, you know, today people will just get paid off to put good reviews anywhere. And then of course you're going to have people that, you know, there was a problem with the shipping. It arrived 2 days later than they hoped it would, so they gave them a 1-star review, and you have to look at things like that as well. So, yeah, and you have to look at all of it. So, I saw the reviews, I saw more good than bad, and I saw more thorough reviews as far as seemed to definitely be written by an actual customer, an actual person, that were in the good. So I rolled the dice and I got it. And again, this was $80 before shipping. Not expensive for a sword at all. Like I said, if I was gonna get it from United Cutlery, I'm looking at over $400 before shipping, before taxes, anything as far, definitely before shipping. So do the math. So for $80 plus shipping, which the shipping, I ordered it on a Friday, it got here on a Friday. And I mean, I ordered it like Friday evening, and then I got it Friday evening. So it was almost 7 days exactly from when I ordered it to when I got it. That's really good. That's pretty dang fast. I thought for sure this was gonna take months to arrive, and it arrived really quickly. So very happy with the shipping. It arrived in great condition. It was very well packaged. Obviously a lot of the details are a little off. You know, they're just the swirls, and the elegance is a little, what should be elegant features are a little bit chunky. To be expected. The blade doesn't come down quite as far, to be expected. So overall, this is great. If I was to go onto the website, which I probably will, because there are such a mixed bag of reviews, I'm gonna put my honest opinion on there and say, for $80, 5 out of 5. This was great. A little bit of DIY on the plaque, and honestly that's probably my biggest complaint, because that is such a simple thing to get right. Yeah, this is a really good sword, and it only set me back like $103 or something with everything. So, or 113 I think it was. So I will put links to United Cutlery and Swords Kingdom down below. You can check it out for yourself. I am so happy to finally have this. I always knew, like, I knew forever that I did want to collect swords, but I also knew, before I knew I wanted to collect swords, that I wanted this sword. So I'm very happy that this is the first one in my collection. Honestly now, probably looking at the spear from Prince Nuada from Hellboy. That's a movie I've watched a lot. I really like the lore in that. I think I'm gonna start looking into Hellboy more, because I'm not just in it for the aesthetic anymore. Like, you know, a lot of times with movies you get drawn into that, well, that looks cool, that looks interesting, and then you go and see the movie, and by movie 2, there you go, sweetie. And so by movie 2, I'm just interested in the lore. I'm just really interested in, what is this world like? Who is this character? What is the backstory? I want to know more. So I'm probably going to look into getting some of the comics and graphic novels and things, and yeah, definitely Prince Nuada Spear. Thank you so much for watching. I hope this was helpful. If you're looking into starting your own sword collection, these are some of the things that I know were important to me to know or to figure out or to weigh. So if you have any other tips, any other places that are great for buying replicas, especially sword, dagger, you know, blade replicas in general, feel free, please leave that in the comments. That would be very helpful. Those likes, comments, and subscribes are wildly appreciated. Please keep an eye out. My next novel will be out spring 2022. I'm very excited. I'll officially be a real author with 2 books under her belt, so that's gonna be great. So thank you so much for watching this. Keep an eye out for that. It's called Heaven Killer. And you're wildly appreciated. Thank you so much for watching, for liking, for commenting, for caring about my writing career at all. So I will see you in the next video. Bye.